We have a new feature here.
Oh my.
This looks really worse than even it is. Does it have a name?
No, we need to get a name for it.
I'm sure. I should be better at this. All right, so here's what I need. You and Kevin, you don't have to get up, and this lady here in the Free Natalie t-shirt, to each think of a number from 1 to 6 inclusive. Just think of it, okay? All right? You.
Yes.
Pick one of those people and ask them what their number is.
What's your number?
3. Gwyn, you pick one of the people and ask them what their number is.
What's your number? 3. 3?
Sorry, you didn't do another one.
4.
All right, you're 4. All right, so Gwyn is going to draw 4 questions out of this crazy box of questions. On each one of these slips of paper is a fun interview question. Why I'm shuffling it like it matters, I have no idea. Oh, they're in order.
Looks good.
I took care of that. Some of these questions are your basic, what's your favorite color questions. Some of them are not. It's sort of an element of truth or dare, fear factor, would you rather. None of this is original. We were going to, in fact, we're still going to do it.
Do it. Oh, wow. Do it.
All right, so.
Is that about to become a blindfold?
Just briefly. Oh, wait.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. So, hand me the box.
You need to let her draw her lifeline.
No. We'll do that in a second.
You are going to mess this up.
All right, so. Pull that. All right. Spin you around. Oh, my. All right. Now, draw.
You look great. Keep my TV here.
Alright, so be rolling back up.
Please tell me I don't have to do that.
Yeah, you will.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so we have 4 questions for Gwyn. Oh, this just might suck. But you're allowed 1 lifeline.
You mean I don't have to answer it?
I didn't say that.
Okay.
Every participant gets to draw 1 lifeline during the course of their questions. Is that right? Is that the way we planned? I drew this up around 4 o'clock today, so if this is an imperfect plan, so be it. So I want you to read your own first question.
Okay.
I have not read these questions. I barely wrote them.
Ah, funny. What was your first car?
Okay, see, that's a safe one. No lifeline needed, I hope.
A 1993 Geo Metro bright yellow convertible. 2-seater.
Now, was it a convertible, or did they just like forget to put the roof on it? Because it was a Geo Metro.
No, Geo Metro convertibles do not really have the same look or style as a regular Geo Metro. They're that special. When I was 16, we were putting my parents' stadium seats in the back and making 2 additional seats really safe and really not legal.
I would clamp it.
Pretty much.
I had to drive a Geo Metro for a job I had. It was a courier job. And I swear, this thing broke down in like the oddest ways. Like, it wasn't like the transmission would go out, like the door panel would fall off. You know, or so we would just take it to the shop, and immediately, like, they were never like into like, what, the door panel fell off? You know, or the roof fell off and became a convertible? They just instantly fixed it and give it back to us. So I began to imagine there was just a second Geo Metro on a shelf in the back of the store, and they were like, okay, they're in here, and they just take the part of the old car and put it on the or the new car and put it on the old car. So that was a pretty painless one.
Yeah, absolutely painless.
All right, so pass along her second one.
What would you consider personally to be a very long time between sexual encounters?
You found the dirtiest one. Congratulations.
Okay. What would you consider a very long time?
Now you can draw a lifeline if you don't want to answer one of these, or if you don't want to.
I would say a very long time is about a week.
All right. I like that she did not squander her lifeline, and you're not
I
married.
may need it.
You're clearly not married.
I've been with the same guy for a long time. So.
And
Later on in the evening,
I'm so nervous.
Dawn is like,
I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I gotta go.
Dawn is like, are these questions going to get back recycled into the lunchbox?
I hope not.
Well, that was very good. Very brave answer. Third question. I love this girl.
If you could change one thing about yourself, not physically, what would it be?
nothing.
I would not procrastinate as much. Like, I left work at 2:30 a.m. for a meeting I had first thing this morning. That was a very important meeting, but I was prepared as of 2:30 a.m. So I would not procrastinate.
No way.
I've done it since college.
Is
It's
someone else
terrible.
confused? You did what at 2:30? What happened at 2:30?
I was preparing for a meeting I had today that was very important, and I finished preparing for that meeting at 2:30 a.m.
Oh, okay. Well,
So I quit doing that to myself.
if you were a true procrastinator, you would have rationalized not preparing.
So you're calling me a pseudo procrastinator?
That makes you an overachiever at my house.
Sober.
I was
2:30,
sober
no
as well.
kidding. How do you do that? All right, well, these lifelines, I really want someone to choose a lifeline. They're funny. So, go ahead.
What was your favorite concert? Bob Dylan and the Grateful Dead.
Ah!
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
damn.
it was fantastic. At a speedway in Chicago, Illinois. It was fantastic.
Well,
Great show. You can't understand a word Bob Dylan said, but it was a great show.
Bob Dylan.
and when was this?
This would have been about 2002.
Wow.
Jerry obviously was not there. He was in the pouch by then.
All right, well, because I don't want, it's 8:07. Do you need to get rolling here?
Well, I'd like to see Dawn answer her.
All right.
Oh, yay.
We're going to spare you the indignity of the. Should we
Thank
do
you.
the bandana and the spin around?
No.
Yes. All right. Oh, by the way, Amber, you're doing this too. And this, if you're a fan of Levy's Garage, this lunchbox was in the background of every shot when we did it in our garage. So it's an actual prop from the original set. So, first question.
I think my other one fell on the floor.
Try to do it.
Can you drive a stick shift if you want me to burn your clutch out? I've done it numerous times.
The way she jumped on it, I thought she was misunderstanding it in a dirty way.
No.
If you want me to burn your clutch out. See, man, you guys picked all of them.
Are there some good ones in there?
We can keep digging. Are we talking about this?
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
oh, here you go. There's your question two.
I don't blush very often, but
I've made her blush several times.
if you could meet on a historical figure
And it's sort of weird.
in a...
Here, borrow these.
You read it for me. It says on.
Oh, I suck. If you can meet an historical figure, political, scientific, artist, doesn't matter, who is no longer living, who would it be?
Oh my gosh, that's so easy. Abraham Lincoln.
Why is that?
Because I do want to see that. I want to see that.
People,
You know,
read a book.
I won the Jefferson Award this last year, and they flew me to Washington, and I have to say, that was my main thing. I was like, I have to see the Lincoln thing. I have to.
So
I don't know.
what does he represent? First of all, Jefferson Award, congratulations.
Yeah.
What does Lincoln represent to you?
I just think he's groovy. I kind of thought he was kind of handsome. Maybe I do. I'm not
Really?
gonna lie. I thought he was handsome.
Really?
Yes.
You know, I had a thing for Eleanor Roosevelt.
I like that.
Your third
tall,
question
dark-
was a non-starter.
Oh, see, now he's going in there to dig me out. Crazy one.
When we have a winner.
Okay.
This is really what
Go ahead and read it for me, Lee Weaver.
Okay. No, you have to read this.
Oh. Really?
Yep.
Oh my. Wow. Okay. If y'all if y'all say I said this, I'll like, no, I didn't.
Oh, she's good. She doesn't need a light.
What is the grossest place, circumstance that you've ever had to pee? I can think of two.
Please don't say Texas nightlife.
No.
Or Levy's garage.
Well, that cup you're drinking.
That's a bit of a wang.
God, I mean, I've had a yucky, I was at a rodeo and I had a real yucky horse trailer one time that I had to go in. Had to pee in a lake several times.
Oh, who has to pee in a lake? Boring. City pool, boring.
Probably the worst, and I'll go ahead and say it, probably one day it was extremely cold, and if you guys have ever hunted in a deer blind, and it's cold and you do not want to get out because you don't, if there is any chance that there could be a deer coming up that you're not getting out. So I had to actually go in a deer blind. I did have a cup, but I had to do that. So that's probably the worst. Even Lee is shocked at that.
The visual, I don't even understand how that would work. But anyway.
Who hunts in here? Who hunts? Does anybody hunt? No? Am I the only one? Has anyone ever been in your deer stand and you will not get out because you are waiting for that deer that you've been waiting for?
It's not as complicated for us.
Really?
Well, for a chick.
I think you can say that about life in general for a guy. It's just not as complicated.
So I've never told that story.
Well,
Ever. Thank you, Lee Weaver. It's pretty embarrassing, actually.
Oh, man, well, round of applause for our brave interview. I really thought we'd bust into these lifelines. I guess we'll break the seal. Get it? Next week on the game show question game that has no name yet. Well, we got to get Gwyn on the way. A big round of applause for our terrific guests here.
Thank you very much.
Guys, listen. You know, what I like about people like Dawn and Gwyn is they're just doing what they do. You know, they're what. I think sometimes you have ordinary people doing extraordinary things, like when the mom lifts the car off the baby. These are extraordinary people doing their ordinary thing. They just wake up and they just do their thing. And I think that puts them in a special category. So thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break and get Miss Amber English up here to talk about 90 for Dad.